Hey, welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered at the Salon. Today, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I was feeling really uninspired. I'm like, I don't know what I want to talk about in this episode. Normally, it's just kind of like what I'm feeling inspired to talk about, things that I'm currently going through, but my mind has been in so many different places lately that I don't know, this weekend, I don't know if it's like this weather or what, but I just had a complete mental block and I'm not sure what I want this episode to be about. So I wasn't going to do it. And I was coming to the salon anyways today, and I'm like, you know what? I am going to do an episode on just that. Um Basically keeping promises to yourself and doing things even when you don't feel like it, and how important that really is. Like I said, I really just wasn't feeling like doing this episode. I could have easily been like, you know what, I'm going to give myself a break and I'm just going to skip this week. But when I started this, I made a promise to myself that I would do this bi-weekly, and it is something that brings me so much joy and fulfillment. And I know as soon as I hit stop recording on this, I'm going to be so happy and proud of myself that I did do this today. So yeah, I mean, it could have been very easy for me to be like, you know what, I'm going to skip today. I'm going to give myself a break. But I had zero reasons why I couldn't do this today. And this goes for anything else in life, like going to the gym. You could easily be like there are so many mornings I wake up, my alarm goes off at 5 o'clock to be at the gym at 6, and there's so many mornings I don't want to go. And I could have all the excuses. But one thing that keeps me going is the results it gives me. So that's what gets me up and gets me going. And as soon as I leave the gym, I'm so happy that I worked out that day. So just knowing that when you do the things that you don't necessarily feel like doing, just knowing the results it's going to give you and the feeling you have after. I think that is truly what builds your confidence, just knowing that you mentally can put those feelings aside and do what needs to be done anyways. You build so much confidence by doing that. And I think it's really underrated, honestly. It's so much easier to make excuses and be like, well, I'm just going to give myself a break. We're all human. But when you have zero excuses as to why you can't do something, and of course, you could always find an excuse. But I mean, I think in the back of your mind, when it's an excuse or truly you're like, okay, I can't do this today. That's what really builds your confidence up. And you're like, I can do these hard things. What else can I do? I've seen so many things on social media lately, screw your feelings, do what needs to be done. So this morning, that was one of the things that was going through my mind. So you can imagine the battle with myself this morning. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to come in, I'm going to record the episode, and later, if I don't feel like it, I don't have to, but we all know I'm definitely going to be posting this. So yeah, I mean, I just want to keep it real with you guys. And, sometimes it looks like somebody has it all together. I think social media is really good about that, showing the things, all the highlights and the good things. But, everybody's not mentally strong all of the time. But when you develop the mental shifts and the habits to support the life that you want to live and the things that you want to do, then you're able to put those emotions aside and do the things that you promised yourself you were going to do. Does this mean that you can't allow yourself to have a bad day or a day of rest? No, I think that's so necessary. like yesterday, like I said earlier, I don't know if it's just weather or what. I always kind of struggle from fall going into winter. It's like this time change in the cold and the snow. And I always struggle this time of year. But I have allowed myself a little more downtime lately, just because it's been really necessary. So it doesn't mean that you can't allow yourself those days, but you can't let those days compound one on top of the other. Allow yourself that day or an afternoon, and then the next day, get right back on track. When you push through and you do the things that you don't feel like doing, you cannot tell me that you do not feel like a sense of accomplishment and so much better after. And honestly, even today, like just recording this episode, it gives me the momentum to do the other things that I should do today that I don't feel like doing, because I've already created that momentum by doing one thing that I didn't feel like doing, getting that done. Now I'm like, okay, well, what else can I get done? But I can say if I didn't record this episode today, then I probably would not get much more done the rest of the day. And I know I'm not the only other person like this. Like, I hope you guys can relate to this in some way, shape, or form. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. I'm literally in a hat and sweatpants, and I don't know, just want to like kind of keep it real and let you guys know, like, there are days that we all don't feel like doing what we need to do, but you need to push through it and do those things anyways and put those feelings aside. We cannot let our feelings control our actions. So that's it for today, guys. Go do something that you don't feel like doing today, because I can tell you it's going to make you feel a whole lot better and a whole lot more accomplished. And it's going to get you closer to where you really want to be. So until next time, guys, see you then.